Am I the asshole for blowing up at my parents after finding out they gave my money to my sister for her second wedding? When I was 7, I was in a really bad car accident. A drunk driver hit my mom's car while she was driving me to school. I was in the hospital for weeks, had multiple surgeries, and even now I still have lasting issues with my leg. My parents sued on my behalf and there was a settlement. From what I've always been told, that money was for my future to help cover medical costs as I grew up or to go towards college, a house, etc. I'm 27 now. I've been working hard, saving for my own place, and dealing with the fact that I still occasionally need medical care related to the accident. Last week, I asked my parents if they could help me access what was left of that money, since I want to put it toward a down payment. That's when they dropped the bomb. There is no money left. Apparently, they gave the majority of it to my older sister 2 years ago, to pay for her second wedding. She had already had a big, expensive first wedding, which my parents also largely paid for. But when she remarried, she insisted she deserved the wedding she never got the first time. My parents apparently felt bad for her and wrote the check. I lost it. I told them that money was mine, legally and morally. It was compensation for what I went through, not a family fund for them to dip into. They tried to argue that family money is family money, and that I should be happy it helped my sister. I asked if my sister even knew where the money came from, and they admitted yes, she knew it was my accident settlement, but she needed it more at the time. Now my parents and my sister are all mad at me for making drama and being selfish. They say I can always save up for a house later, but weddings are once-in-a-lifetime experiences, in my sister's case. Apparently twice. I've cut off contact since the fight, but now I'm second-guessing. Am I the asshole for blowing up at my parents over this? Update 1, I decided to confront my sister directly, since so many people asked whether she really knew where the money came from. I texted her first, asking point blank if she understood that the settlement was for my accident, my pain, and my future. She replied, "Yeah, but you weren't using it." It would have just sat there. I was floored. When I pushed back, she doubled down and said that a wedding was more important for the family right now because everyone got to enjoy it. She even said I should be grateful she had a day that brought joy after all the drama in our family when I was in the hospital as a kid. I called her out, and she got defensive, saying I was holding on to the past and making everything about me. Then she blocked me on everything. I called my parents again after this, demanding to know the exact amount they gave her. Turns out they gave her almost all of it. What is left in the account wouldn't even cover 1 month of rent where I live. I told them this was theft, and if I wanted to, I could get a lawyer. That is when my mom burst into tears and accused me of tearing the family apart. My dad said if I got lawyers involved, he would never forgive me. So yeah, that's where things stand. I feel like I lost my family the moment they handed my sister that money. Update 2, a lot has happened since my first update. I did end up talking to a lawyer. The bad news. Because my parents were the custodians of the settlement when I was a minor, they had legal access to the funds. Unless I can prove they misappropriated them, it's a gray area. The lawyer said it would be very expensive and messy to pursue, with no guarantee of success. But here is the kicker: when word got back to my sister that I had spoken to a lawyer, she sent me this long email basically admitting everything. She said she didn't regret taking the money because her wedding was magical and worth every penny. She said I needed to move on because money doesn't buy happiness. And then in the same email, she attached links to the professional wedding photos and told me to just enjoy them since I helped pay for it. I swear I nearly threw up reading that. At this point, I've gone no contact with all of them. It sucks, but I can't pretend this is fixable. They stole my future, gave it away for a party, and now act like I'm the problem for not smiling about it.